I wish I was crazy, crazy like Coach Bucket, man.
Can't see you.
The guy's got a lot of gumption without an assumption.
Can't see you.
You can't see me. Hold on. Can you see me now? I can't see you.
All right, let's do this. All right.
And now, action. I wish I was crazy, crazy like Coach Bucket, man. So, Coach Bucket, man, nobody listens to you, but what players did the Rams pick up?
Steve Avila, who I scouted, who I said was a second round draft pick.
Glad we don't have him. Glad the Broncos can't have him.
Yeah, he sucks. And Laurie Jackson, the left tackle out of Iowa, who they have developed.
No, we can't have him. Also, Ragnow. How about Ragnow? I'm glad the Broncos don't have him. He's a bum.
Yeah, Cushenberry's better. Cushenberry's better than Ragnow.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
How about Graham?
Go ahead.
How about Graham Glasgow?
Well, he's playing better. Like everybody that leaves Denver, they end up playing better.
Correct.
They end up playing better. So just another name. So this is Denver Broncos Mile High View. Never any commercials. Never any bullshit. We're just giving it to you straight up, no matter how much the haters hate it. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go back. We're going to talk playoffs. This is the playoff edition. But before this, looks like one of the content creators, James Marilat, we're going to go over this and then get into these. Dared speak ill of a Denver Broncos Surtain and the toxic fan base that you can't have any criticism of these loser players. You can't criticize these loser players. They'll attack you. And that's what James Marilat got attacked. And of course, Justin, I hate the working man Simmons. He had to go and run his mouth as he always does. But Justin Simmons, guess what? You're home watching the playoff game and running your mouth on fucking Twitter. That's all you got. That's all you got. That's all you have. Sure. And as long as we keep coddling these losers, the Broncos are always going to be losers. They're going to be. They have no clue. They have fucking no clue. What did we just see with this game with Detroit and the Rams? We have the anti-Bronco team, which both teams, the anti-Bronco, a lot of developed from the inside out. I mean, they got Aaron Donald, the Rams. They're still developing from the inside out. And they look like they're going to make a serious run probably next year. But, yeah, we got two teams in the playoffs and Broncos home making excuses, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're going to be losing for a long time there, Denver Broncos, because you can't learn. You'll never learn. Until you learn, you're just going to be who you are, losers. But anyway, we saw some tough preseason football this last game with the Rams and the Lions.
Well, with your whole James Marilat point about how he's being attacked by these toxic fans.
They created those toxic fans.
I know. It's coming to bite him in the fucking ass. Patrick Surtain, again, I've been saying it ever since we drafted him. What did I say when we drafted him? You can go back. I went back and watched our video that we did a couple days ago on the draft, the Patrick Surtain draft, who we drafted over Rashawn later, by the way. Just, a little tidbit there. What did I say about Surtain coming out? He's a good boundary corner, but he sucks against elite route runners. And he sucks with underneath routes. He sucks. He's not a top 5 corner. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all they care about. That's what the toxic fan base cares about. They just care about coddling Simmons, Who cares about playoffs? Who cares about championships? It's all about coddling these shitty-ass loser players.
You know what?
What's important?
I just want to say this about Justin Simmons because, he's part of that coddling culture that we live in today.
He's a loser. He's a fucking loser. You don't see a 31 jersey back here. Fuck that.
No, are you kidding me? I would fucking burn that jersey or stay away from that jersey as long as I can fucking, But that being said, Justin Simmons, you're a fucking joke. You suck as a player. And the sheer fact that you have to go on Twitter to defend, your buddy Patrick Surtain against a guy in James Merilatt who's a complete idiot and, defends the John Elway bullshit. Let me ask you this, James Merilatt. Who fucking drafted Justin Simmons?
John Elway.
Who created this mess in Denver, which Sean Payton said at the end of the season press conference? We talked about this. What did he say? The difference between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos is the Denver Broncos have a much bigger PR department than the Saints.
Yeah, it's the more content creators per capita here.
And you have Zach Stevens, the wannabe Cecil Lammey alien from Mars looking guy, puts out something on Twitter. Oh, my rejection letter. Like it was like a joke.
Zach, you are a college reject. You're a college reject.
I know. It's just.
It's perfect, though. That's what the Broncos need. They need college rejects. They need PR department because they don't care about championships. They just want to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and think their things are going to be different. What I saw with the Rams in Detroit, I saw
and the Packers,
even the Chiefs, if they, if the Chiefs can get out of their own way, they were built from the inside out with Reed when they were actually doing things right. I don't have any faith in them right now. I don't have faith like in Dallas. I had no faith in Miami.
Cleveland.
And that's another thing. If Miami beat you that bad, you can't forget about it. That says a lot in volume. If the Miami Dolphins could do that, fucking A, man.
Dude, I'm watching the games today. Specifically, I'm watching Green Bay, the Rams, and the Lions. I'm just like, Denver is they're so fucked. I mean, I have Bronco content creators on Twitter saying, well, the current front office that's currently constructed in Denver hasn't had the opportunity to develop a quarterback. Do you guys forget about Paxton Lynch?
Whose fault is that anyway? Whose fault is that? Hasn't had the opportunity. Whose fault? Is that excuse making the front office?
Yeah.
The guy's paying your fucking salary? You people are so fucking clueless. You guys are so clueless. We gotta mail you envelopes of light just so you can see. You are so blind and so clueless. It's just wow, man.
Well, okay, who has been on the Detroit Lions bandwagon since the very beginning? I mean, oh yeah. No one watches your shit bucket, man. Yeah, okay. The Detroit Lions, again, outside of their defense, who needs a lot of work still, that we've talked about. That offensive line on both sides, the Rams, let's not take away anything from the Rams offensive line. And I mean, that Lions offensive line, holy shit. I mean, the job you did against Aaron Donald in that game, Aaron fucking Donald, who is one of the better interior defensive linemen in the league. And you guys, oh yeah, Jared Goff. Goff, he sucks.
How about Love? Jordan
Oh
Love.
God. You remember when Bronco content creators, aka Mile High Huddle, Matthew Stafford is signing on the dotted line. He's
just another lie. And you still have these idiots who think Matthew Stafford actually wanted to come here. If he actually wanted to come here, moron, he would have been here. Moron, God.
Oh, I know. You know what? It's really good to see teams like the Packers, the Rams, and the Lions draft and develop and build their teams from the inside out rather than the outside in with PR, with Pro Football Focus. I'm watching this game from a coaching perspective, and these receivers for the Lions, for the Rams, for the Packers,
second level.
Yeah, you have that Nakua, who's a rookie, has looked better than Jerry Jeudy has done his entire 4-year career so far.
You can't make it up. And they sit there and talk. Look, he had 2 good last games again. He had 2 good last games again. Oh, everything. Drop everything. He had 2 last. Oh, God. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Idolize Justin Simmons. Idolize him.
He fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah. You're not going anywhere. You're never going to the playoffs. And if you do,
suck.
I'm not going to sniff it.
You suck, Simmons. You suck.
You're never going to sniff that fucking playoff. You're not going to go nowhere near the Super Bowl. Nowhere near it. You do not have the player personnel. You suck.
You want to? Okay, let's just. Okay, to the Bronco content creators like Cecil Lamb, all these idiots that make fun of us, that make fun of Pro Football Focus and shit. I'm telling you, dude, you want to sit up there and be on your high horse. Yeah, you want to make fun of us, dude. How about you look at yourself in the fucking mirror when I've been high on the fucking lion since day one?
I make fun of Pro Football Focus PR content.
I do too, because they're dumb.
Sorry, folks, but we just got to vent a little bit because this Bronco team ain't going anywhere. You can forget it.
And the whole Justin Simmons thing really pissed me off over the weekend. I'm sorry, folks. But the sheer fact that I have a guy who's not deserving of an All-Pro, a Pro Bowl, who fucking sucks.
Oh, give him that. Well, he can't do anything in the
fuck him. He sucks.
They're never going to go to the postseason, so give him that. That's all they get. That's all they get. They get their Justin Simmons. Aren't you so happy? They gave you Justin Simmons. Aren't you so happy? You go nowhere. You will never go anywhere. But at least you got him. At least you got him. A loser.
Yeah.
Way to go.
You know what this organization is? Full of fucking losers.
Losers.
You are a losing organization. For 8 fucking years, and it's going to continue, folks. It's going to continue.
Just had to get it off our chests.
I'm so sick of, we put in the hard work. We show the film. We show Detroit's offensive line compared to the Broncos' offensive line. Night and fucking day.
Yeah. You see the Rams' offensive line, Broncos.
The Packers' offensive line. The Packers' offensive line. The Packers' offensive line.
San Francisco, how about that Brock Purdy? He ain't nobody. He ain't going to ever be anything, right?
Okay.
Because you guys know quarterback.
Keep saying that shit then. Oh, the Ravens offensive line isn't as good. Are you kidding me? They got one of the best young centers in the league in Tyler Linderbaum, who I scouted and I wanted.
No, you can't have him. You cannot have him. You got to have your Cushionberry. That's it. Getting pushed back. Oh, I don't see it. It's on the film over and over and over again. I don't see it.
Garrett Bowles, Mike McFlinchie holding left and right. I mean.
Oh, I don't see it. I don't watch film. I don't see it. But PFF gave them a good rating.
Yeah, Pro Football Focus. I don't
Yeah,
need to watch
okay,
the
you
film.
got Pro Football Focus. Congratulations, you got Pro Football. You get no playoff. You get no Super Bowl. Fuck you. Yeah, you get playoff.
You.
Oh, you get PFF. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. Oh, yeah.
You know, this, myself, Coach Bucket Man, Chalk's Liver, and Bubble Man, we live off the old school principles of football, the film breakdowns, and we care about the building from the inside out, and the teams that are building from the inside out are in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, because these fucking content creators are a bunch of morons taking fucking talking points from the front office who's done nothing but deliver you losing season after losing season after losing season after losing season.
It's okay because the Washington Commanders went after the guy I've been fucking touting for 8
Nobody's listening to you.
years.
Nobody's listening to you.
Yeah. Hey, Greg Penner, Rob Walton. I'm sorry we're fired up, but my fucking God, take a fucking note out of the Lions, out of the Ravens, but listen to the John Elway front office that's been in there since 2017.
Yeah, you're going down. You are down like the Hindenburg. You're burned up. Nothing's left of you. You need your PFF. You need your Justin Simmons. You need your content creators because you have nothing else. You're dog
Look
shit.
what the Commanders did. The Commanders are a new ownership group that did it the fucking right fucking way. They cleaned out their front office. They got Adam Peters to bring in the people that he wants to bring in. Now they're going to go get the head coach, whoever that is, that's going to fit Adam Peters and what he wants to do, what Adam Peters wants to do and that front office wants to do. You guys, Adam Peters, he didn't construct Super Bowl 50 roster. Yes, he fucking did.
5 owners for the Denver Broncos, and not one of them has a clue. Not one of them. Not one of them. And now
pat myself on the back for that one.
I'll tell you what, show. I'm just for entertainment purposes. I'm begging, I'm hoping Belichick is dumb enough to go to Dallas, just so I can watch that whole thing just implode, like a red dwarf, just closing on itself, turning into a black hole. Just another mismanagement situation. I just would love to be entertained by it.
Oh, it would be great.
Make that Walter Penner move.
Yeah. Give him that retirement money, Jerry Jones. Give him that retirement money, just like the stupid Walton Penner group did for Sean Payton.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm fired up. But my God, when I get told each and every fucking offseason that no one listens to me, no one listens to my scouts, no one watches my film, you got to be fucking kidding me. If nobody watched my videos, then why do I have the 2 teams in the fucking playoffs getting players that I've scouted?
Because the Broncos can't get those. They're going to give you Nick Burrito, undersized freaking edge rusher who just
looks good when he's uncovered, just like any other player.
Looks great uncovered. Yeah, looks great uncovered.
What you watched tonight, what you watched tonight on primetime football, that's playoff football right there against 2 teams that are up-and-coming organizations, not like the fucking Broncos that are a declining, soft-ass, losing culture organization.
Every year, it's another
fucking year. Go ahead.
Every year, it's another circus in Denver, just another circus. What's the next splash move, huh? What's the next splash move?
What's the next offseason headline? You gonna go kill another fucking quarterback because it's all about the quarterbacks? Don't care about the defensive lines.
They can't develop anybody.
They can't develop shit.
They could draft Joe Montana. They could draft a 23-year-old Joe Montana. They'll ruin his career. A 23-year-old Tom Brady. They'll ruin his career. They'll run him out of town.
They can draft a young John Elway. They would ruin his career.
They ruin his career. You can't make it up.
And every time the Broncos try to draft somebody and develop them, they get rid of them.
Of course. Because they're not on the same caliber as Justin Simmons.
Oh, fucking sin.
A guy we couldn't can't get rid of him.
Oh my God, because he has what, a fake All-Pro nod, a fake Pro Bowl nod after those lollipop Hail Mary.
Well, look how Locke has developed under Simmons. He's just like
sucks.
He's just like Simmons.
I saw better safety play in the Green Bay and the fucking. Did you see? If you watch the Green Bay game, did you see that safety Darnell Savage jumped that route by Prescott? Would you see that by Simmons at all?
No, and I'll tell you what. I bet you that this Pro Football Focus doesn't even have this guy on the radar.
No, they don't. Of course they fucking know, because they're a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah, well, it's just like Bates when he single-handedly destroyed Patrick Mahomes. He basically took that whole fucking game away from him. He didn't even get so much as an honorable mention.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Yeah, okay, make fun of Pittsburgh, but you know what? They're in the playoffs, and you know what's funny about that whole thing? What did they do? They built from the inside out, like always.
Like always, yeah. God, it's just a bunch of...
Frustrating. It's frustrating. I understand it. I'm just frustrated with the whole thing. I mean, I did a film breakdown on the center from Oregon. I mean, you think the Denver Broncos are going to draft that guy?
Oh,
I mean, this guy's knocking people on their asses left and right. He looks like the next Creed Humphrey, the next Frank Ragnow, the next Tyler Lindenbaum. But Pro Football Focus says he's the 5th best center in the draft.
Yeah, I get it. Now, if Russell Wilson can't, well, this is what I see. If Russell Wilson sticks around, they'll probably draft down. They'll probably draft down and draft a bunch of edge rushers like Nick Burrito that are totally undersized, totally overrated, and just suck in general. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. Or they'll go up, they'll get their quarterback and ruin him. And then draft a rusher.
Bo Nix. Looks
and
like
then ruin him. Because they have no incentive to upgrade this offensive line. They think it's the Cats.
Someone said it to upgrade their roster in general before they get the quarterback.
No.
They can't even build a 53-man roster to say, let's just be honest. Nope. They can't. Nope. They don't know how to build a 53-man. I mean, the sheer fact that I have this ownership in Greg Penner, who's, oh man, we are just this way. Did you say, oh, we're that way? Oh, we're just a catch away. Oh. Like, that's our owners, folks.
Well, Locked On Broncos just did a video that the front office isn't going anywhere. So that's all I need to know. You're going to lose again. You're going to lose again.
They never fucking learn.
No, they never. No.
Oh man, the front office, give them another chance, and because we do not blame them.
Sure, they still can insert their sock puppet George Payton. They can do one more year of that and then blame him for everything.
I told you that I told you that they weren't going to get rid of it. I fucking told you.
Every fucking team that just bought a team, the Skins, the fucking Panthers, they all cleared everybody out, but not this one. No, they believed in people that screwed it up for 8 years, invested in them because they're 5 owners and none of them have a clue.
It's because Pro Football Focus said it's the best front office in the league. Come on.
Because they paid for that.
And they probably gave them pay raises, dude. They probably gave them all the Walmart money pay raises there up in Denver. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, just go ahead and keep losing. Just go ahead and keep losing.
Yeah, because you guys are fucking losers.
Yeah,
losers. Oh, you want to give us shit for not being real Bronco fans when Pat Bowlen would have never... I am telling you right now, Pat Bowlen would have never put up with this fucking shit.
Long ago.
He would have got rid of him. He would have kept Adam Peters in there. I guarantee you, Adam Peters would have never went to San Francisco. They would have elevated him to that GM role would have kept his scouts
And
in that.
Elway would have got shown the door.
Yeah. Elway, you're a great player, but you as a GM, coach, owner, OCDC, scout, you fucking suck.
I mean, that's putting it mildly, too.
He sucks.
See, we're real Bronco fans because we're pissed off watching other teams playing when it should be Broncos in there playing. But they won't be in there for a very long time.
It's not just that, Chancellor. Let's put that into context, shall we? We have fucking Rams and Lions and Ravens and Niners and all the Green Bay that look exactly what Denver used to do back in the fucking day. Drafting Chris Cooper, J.D. Walton, developing the offense and defensive lines, getting Al Wilson, getting Brandon Marshall in the 7th round from Kentucky that was drafted by Adam Peters, that was scouted at by Adam Peters. Malik Jackson in the 6th round from Tennessee that was fucking scouted and drafted by the Commanders' new GM.
That's the team we all should keep it of all teams, for God's sakes. Of all teams, for God's sakes. That's the team we should keep our eye on.
That's why I'm frustrated. Not because, Justin, I know Justin Simmons fucking sucks. I don't need him to go on fucking Twitter to defend a corner that looked like fucking shit again when he goes up against elite route runners.
Okay. Let me just say this to Justin Simmons. You're at home. Your peers are in the playoffs. You are at home. That is the story of your fucking career. You are at home right now.
How many times?
So, yeah, the whole Denver Bronco organization's just got about it. These god-awful losers.
That's where we're at now. I know you're frustrated. I know you're chopped liver. I get your frustration. I get it. I understand your frustration. But at the end of the day, I expected this because this ownership group is inept. This organization is inept. And all they give a fucking shit about is, coddling these fucking players that suck, that pay out the ass for the PR department, pay out the ass for Pro Football Focus. They don't give a fucking shit about what the Lions did for the past 3 years, what the Rams have done for the past year and a half, what the Ravens have done around Lamar Jackson, building the team before he got there. I don't want to hear anybody in the
what the Texans have done, what Green Bay has done.
Oh yeah, DeMeco Ryans
have done.
Okay, and I've heard this too about the whole Texans thing. That the Denver Broncos miss again, bringing in DeMeco Ryan and his coaching staff. What did the fucking Texans do? They were building the team through the fucking draft. You can give the coaching staff credit, yes, but they got players that fit their fucking scheme.
Did DeMeco Ryan, he did not want to come here. He did not want to come here. He did not want to come to the Denver Broncos. Why? Because they do not do things right.
Neither did Jim Harbaugh.
Exactly. So I'm just going to say this. You better hope you keep Russell Wilson, because that's the only thing you got maybe working for you. Maybe working for you. And that's not much. That's like that.
I almost just want to be a scout and a GM because you and I and Bubble Man, we can fucking do this in our sleep. It's simple. It's fucking simple. It's you guys are making it harder than it needs to seem. Saying that you need to go get that princess quarterback that you all desire, right? Go get that Patrick Mahomes who fucking sucks. Go get that Dak Prescott who looked like fucking shit. Go get that princess quarterback. But you're seeing, what did you see? You saw Jared Goff and they built the team around Goff. You saw Jordan Love. They were building the team before Jordan Love got there. They got rid of Rodgers, who went to New York. The Texans with Stroud. The Rams with Stafford. I mean, you're seeing it. The teams that are sticking into an identity and rebuilding the trenches and doing it through the draft and developing. Steelers. The Niners.
Yeah.
And I believe the Adam Peters loss is going to be huge for the 49ers. I think that's a big fucking loss.
It is going to be a big loss. You should talk about that a little bit. Before you do, I'm just going to say, I think the Broncos' next exit is the Jamie Winston. It's going to be the Jamie Winston era. I can almost smell it. I can almost taste it, the Jamie Winston. All right, so tell us where you think the 49ers, where they're going to go in the next few years.
Well, there's a reason why I think the 49ers might take a step down, because what did the 49ers organization do? How did they prioritize Adam Peters? They kept giving him new titles. They kept giving new pay raises, this, that, and the third. He was right under John Lynch. Oh, John Lynch is the one that drafted. No, Adam Peters is the one that scouted the players and then went to John Lynch and they formed a plan of what to do.
Question. Is Adam Peters a PFF guy or is Adam Peters a film guy?
He's a film guy. And I'm telling you what, a lot of the film breakdowns that you see me doing comes a lot from what Adam Peters used to do. I have studied Adam Peters and I've studied his work. A lot of my film breakdowns and the scouts that I look for, well, I'm just going to give you guys a little tease of what my next one's coming about. This guy is a center from Montana. Okay, I'm not going to give out his name. He just declared he's a former Husker. Okay, Nebraska under Frost was stupid enough to let him go. He went in the portal for a reason and went to Montana. This guy is 6'2", 300 and some pounds. That's a little bit low for my liking, but this guy could be a very good depth piece, okay? So this is just a little bit of a tease for my next film break. And this guy played for Montana.
Quarterback. It's the only thing you need to know. You don't need to know about the guys around just the court. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Lions fan. Yeah, I'm a fan of what the Lions have. I am a fan of what the Lions have done over the past 3 years. Yes, their defense needs a lot of work. I fucking get that. But you don't fucking think. Okay, what did we say? What did we were communicating throughout this game, Chops Liver? What did you say about both offensive lines in this game? There wasn't no
bullshit. Yeah, I didn't see takedowns. I didn't see horse collaring. Sure, there was a hold on each one time. It wasn't the whole game.
Yes.
Yes. It wasn't, because they can actually block. They're not like the Broncos who can't, and they got to grab hold. From behind everything. I'll tell you what, if the Broncos get rid of Wilson, that's going to be their ticket for those no calls. You think they're going to turn the blind eye to Jamie Winston?
I can see it.
You can see that?
You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if they go after that Taysom Hill.
Well, yeah. if New Orleans will get rid of him. New Orleans doesn't even use him. They don't even know how to use him. I would like to see Taysom Hill.
They don't need him.
I'd like to see Taysom Hill.
I don't. You have much. I don't want Taysom Hill. He's 30-some years old. I don't want Taysom Hill. Sorry.
That'd be the best they got. That's all they get. They don't got anything. They have nothing.
You might as well just go get fucking Joe Flacco again. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I think they should, because they have nothing. They might as well. That's the sorry state they're in.
It's sad. It is sad. It's sad. You're so fucked. Do you guys understand how fucked you are salary cap wise? Do you understand how fucked you are? I mean, you guys are fucked.
I think that if somebody will take Wilson, he's going to be out of here lickety split. If he can just find somebody to take him. Who do you think would take Russell Wilson? Do you think Pittsburgh would?
Falcons.
Would he go there?
Yeah.
It'd probably beat this place.
Yeah, because they're, for all the shit, at least the Falcons have much better roster than the Broncos do.
I could believe it.
They have a much younger offense, and they have a better offensive line than the Broncos do. That's for sure. That's a fact.
Well, they have draft capital. They got that going for him.
Could he go? We've said that he likes to run that West Coast zone running scheme. Adam Peters was going to try to install that with the Commanders. What if he goes to the Commanders? Be a bridge. Build around them.
Yeah, running a system. That'd be interesting. Well, before they got rid of everybody, the last group there wanted him.
I don't know if that's going to be the case. That's just, knowing Adam Peters, I think he's going to just focus on draft and development. I think that's knowing the Adam Peters.
Well, did he draft Brock Purdy?
7th round, baby.
Did he draft him?
He's a 7th round draft pick who beat the brakes off of the number 3 overall pick in Trey Lance, who's the backup in Dallas.
Is that the guy John Elway wanted, right?
Yep.
That was the guy, because that's what you heard all the content creators talking about.
You had Denver Post reporting it.
Yes. That's what John Elway wanted, was Trey Lance.
Oh my God. I mean, to be perfectly honest, this is much worse than getting Trey Lance, I think. This is worse. You gave Russell Wilson a contract that he didn't deserve. I know, dude. I would have been, you know what? At this point in time, I would have just took Trey Lance. I mean, fuck it. I mean, giving that guy, Russell Wilson, $250 million. Oh, man. One of the biggest mistakes. This is the worst trade in NFL, in sports history.
It's the worst front office in NFL history.
It's the worst. It's the worst front office.
It makes Daniel Snyder, Al Davis. It makes Jerry Jones look like competent owners.
David Tepper over in fucking Carolina.
Makes it look like competent owners. I know.
Oh, my God.
And I'm talking about the trust, Elway and the rest of them, all of them, Benner.
It's making the Jaguars front office look head and shoulders above the Broncos.
Good God, yes. Oh, man.
I liked how Locked On haven't put that out there. We're not getting rid of the front office.
Okay.
Good job, Cody. Good job, Cody Rourke.
Okay. Don't do it. Whatever. Yes, just keep making the same mistakes all over. I'm sure it'll all work out.
Hey, Locked On, if John Elway told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
Yeah. Yeah, they would.
Oh, knowing that you would be dead. Oh, I'd continue to do it. That'd be my lifelong dream.
They are dead. The Broncos are dead.
They're fucking dead.
They're just going to stay out on the road and get ran over by Mack trucks. That's what they do.
But did you see we were on that 5-game winning streak and we beat the Chiefs and the Bills? I know.
No, time out. The Chiefs and the Bills beat themselves. The Chiefs and the Bills beat themselves. The Cleveland Browns beat themselves.
Are the Chiefs and the Bills in the playoffs?
Yes, they are. Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about. We beat playoff teams. Again, the Chiefs and the Bills beat themselves. Cleveland Browns beat themselves.
Green Bay beat themselves.
Yeah, please.
Don't give me that fucking shit. You guys have all those breaks go your way, and you still finished 8-9.
They just can't.
Let that in.
They can't let anything sink. They are so delusional, so oblivious, so fucking drunk. They're as bad as the ownership. They're as bad as the drunken fans.
I really like that you had that. I didn't even know, because I don't watch Locked On, but it's really funny that they said that. Oh, don't expect the front office to. I really like how they.
Unless somebody hires them and they go somewhere else.
Who the fuck would hire them? Who the fuck would hire these people?
Well, the gal got an interview by the Raiders, so they made a whole thing out of that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She ain't going to go to the fucking Raiders.
No.
Dude, come on, bro. Come on. Their next head coach is Antonio Pierce. They're going to keep that. There's no doubt in my mind.
This is as GM.
She's not going there. Why the fuck would the Raiders hire her?
They never gave me a solid explanation as why. She's
sucks.
done a hang-up job here. Nobody for the Denver Broncos front office has done a good job.
And then the person that does do a good job, they get rid of them.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Ago. Yeah.
Do you know who that girl reminds me of? The Bowling daughter.
Which
Brittany
one?
Bowling.
Oh,
Brittany.
The empty suit.
She's an empty fucking suit. That's all she is.
Oh, she's a wonderful scout.
Yeah, that Greg Dulcich draft pick, that Damari Mathis draft pick, that Alice Forsythe.
Oh, I know. I know. Yeah. That's why they're at
Riley Moss, that J.L. Skinner, that Delaney Turner-Yell, that Drew Sanders.
Yeah. That's why they're
Get the fuck out of here.
Their NFL rated them the worst draft, the worst starts. They're like 32. The worst draft for starts.
That's such a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, no, this they are never going anywhere until the ownership actually figures it out. That means they have to look at themselves in the mirror and say, we have to make a change. Regardless of our detractors being right, we have to make a change.
They're not going to make a change. I've been saying that.
Yeah, they're not, because they think John Payton's going to wave magic wands. It's not about scouting. It's not about the ownership, about Sean Payton waving magic wands.
You know what? At this point, Shot Deliver,
it's another splash move. They learn from the best.
You know, let me ask you a simple question, Shot Deliver, because I know how much of a fan you are about offense, defensive line, old school football, simplistic football. The game that you just watched that just got over, let me ask you a question. Did you enjoy watching that one game rather than 18 games from the Denver Broncos this year?
Yes. Yes.
That game was fun to watch. That game, there wasn't a lot of referee interference. Yes, there was some here and there that was kind of bullshit. But you know what? They let the players play. They didn't fucking interfere. And you saw real football played. You saw really good offense and defensive lines going at it. I mean, I fucking loved watching even though the Lions defense sucks, that defensive line for the Lions is an up and coming unit. And for all the shit that we gave the Lions defense throughout that entire game, I loved watching them going against Steve Avila. I loved watching Frank Ragnow go against Aaron Donald. Like, that's a heavyweight matchup right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's also offensive line scheming going on, too.
Did you see those play concepts from the Packers, from the Lions, and from the Rams? I mean, those running concepts? I mean, on the first play for the Lions, on the first series, on the first play of the game, did you see that play where they had Sam Laporta come in motion, do a crackback block on the end, and he just goes up for 11 yards? When was the last time did I see a Broncos tight end make a huge block like that? It's been since Eric Saubert was here.
Yeah.
And guess who Eric Saubert plays for? The fucking Texans. Oh, you remember that guy, Andrew Beck, too? Who's a Pro Bowl fullback?
Well, that's why you get rid of them. You get rid of the good ones in Denver. That's what you do. And you build a shrine to the bad ones. Pay PFF to give accolades out to bad players. Yeah, that's why you have a losing culture in Denver. That's why the players went on broadcast and said, yep, the good players look at all the bad players, shake their head and put up their hands and move on somewhere else, because they'll never change their ways here. Never change their ways. So I'm excited to see what Adam Peters does to a team I have absolutely no interest in. The Foreskins, But I'm very interested to see what he does. I'm more interested in a team I have no interest in than I do the Broncos.
I said in my video that I did, Adam Peters is a very strategic and smart individual. I don't think he would have went to the Foreskins. I don't think he would have went to the Foreskins without getting approval that, hey, you're going to be the guy that's going to have the final say on draft and development. I don't think he would have went there if he didn't have the final say on the player personnel. I don't. And I don't think he would have went there if the ownership and him were aligned.
Well, I think he's got an identity of what the team's going to be. And now
And
he's going to find that he's going to plug in a coach that gets that identity.
Well, you see how many we've seen over the last couple years, 4 years with him, how he's gotten these GM interviews and he hasn't taken them.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen it, that is telling to me that you're right. He wants to build it the way that he did in Denver.
It's supposed to be built.
Yep. I don't think he would have took that job if Snyder was.
Do you think that Tennessee Titan would be a good fit for the Redskins, the guy that they fired in
Mike Vrabel? Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because he runs the West zone running scheme.
Yeah, if that guy falls into Peter's lap, and they start drafting and developing.
And
I'm definitely going to be watching their draft.
Well, I'm going to be watching their off season.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm going to be very interested in see how they draft.
Well, yeah.
Because they just got, before Adam Peters got there, they got rid of a lot of their linemen, didn't they?
Well, they got rid of a lot of their 5-tech edge rushers, but they still kept that interior defensive line.
Oh, okay. So it was the edge that was okay.
Yeah, they got rid of the edges. Chase Young and Montez Sweat, they traded them off
for some draft capital.
Yep.
There you go. That's probably another reason he went there too, because he's probably got a shit butt ton of draft capital.
A draft capital and cap space, and he has the number 2 pick. See what he does with it. I would love for him to trade back in that spot, not take a quarterback, continue to build around Sam Howell, and just continue to build that team, then go get your guy.
Yeah. I don't know enough about the Foreskins. I don't know what they have better player personnel, it seemed, than the Broncos did when they played them. And if you can just keep building like Seattle, they're building. They're another team that's building.
Although I think Dan Quinn's a guy that's going to be taking that job.
In Seattle? That's interesting.
He's a Pete Carroll disciple. I think they're going to want to bring him in because he's familiar with the organization.
Yeah, and I know they want to build that defense back up.
Yep, and I think Dan Quinn's a perfect, even though the Cowboys got their asses kicked, I think Dan Quinn's a guy that's a builder. I think he's a builder. And that's what you saw when he was in Atlanta too. His teams were really solid.
Yeah, I think Jerry Jones is too much of a meddler.
Yep.
Too much of a meddler. Probably calling down from his.
At this point, I want if they fire McCarthy down there in Dallas, I want Belichick to go there, just for shits and giggles. That'd be hilarious.
Entertainment value alone would be great. Jerry Jones and
Bill Belichick. Whew. I would love to be a fly on the wall during those meetings, those player personnel meetings.
Oh yeah. Well, when things don't start going right, there comes Jerry Jones sneaking in, and Bill, tap 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 tap, Bill, tap 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 tap, tap 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 tap.
And you know what's sad? The ownership group for the Broncos is a lot worse than that.
I know, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. They're so bad they don't even know it.
No, but we have the best jersey line in the league. We have the best, Coke stands. We have the best shopping malls.
Best turf.
The new $1 billion scoreboard that we put in.
Well, they have the best new concept for a complex. The taxpayer, he's not going to pay for it. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. If you believe that, I got beachfront property on the moon. I'll sell you.
Yeah, if you believe that, you think Trump's for you, not against you.
Exactly. Yeah, he's all for you.
Yeah.
Just like the brain dead person on Pepsi side. Our brain dead president.
Is he really a president?
Well, too, it could be a brain dead public as well.
Are you sure that's Joe Biden, not a clone?
I know. That's why I always like that guy doesn't look like. Who is that?
I know. The pictures from his past, you're like, that guy doesn't even look like Biden.
I don't need pictures because I was alive back then. I just, when this guy's, I'm like, is that really him? Didn't look like him.
His
It's
eyes
like
are
kind of
black.
a guy. It looks kind of like him, but.
Well, look at his eyes. They're like fucking, they're black as shit. They're like fucking, it's scary. I would not like to be in a room around those people. They scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, like he's like possessed.
Oh, gives me chills.
I know. All right. Anything else?
Nope. That was playoff football that you saw tonight. So really, really, really fun game to watch, though. I really enjoyed that football game. That was a fun game.
It wasn't the Broncos. That's why it was nice to see. Either team was the Broncos.
Absolutely. Let's see if the Buccaneers tomorrow. Let's see if the Eagles lose to the Buccaneers tomorrow. Hey, I'm telling you, if the Eagles lose this game, if they get rid of Nick Sirianni, I think Bill Belichick would be a perfect coach for that team. I do. I think that'd be the place for him is Philly.
Yeah, that could be a good place. Yeah, not Dallas.
And I've heard this too before we go, that the Chargers, they're going to be interviewing Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh's going to take a meeting with them. And
Sure,
I heard
he's taking meetings.
Yeah, he's taking the meetings, but the Eagles assistant GM, who's been there for like 14 years and has learned under that GM over there, he believes in the same model, building from the inside out, getting a bunch of offensive defense alignment with Harbaugh. So I heard that they're going to be interviewing that GM and Harbaugh at the same time. So that could be just look out for that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Nothing's going to change in Denver, though.
If Harbaugh goes to the Chargers, I'm going to laugh my fucking ass off.
Well, even if he does or he doesn't, the Broncos are heading for another losing season. Yeah. Maybe they'll get lucky, get that one and done in the playoffs. They can pound their chest, but I don't see it.
Ain't gonna make it, dude. This was the year to do it. They got all the breaks in the world. This was the fucking year.
I know.
They still
Yep.
500. They still finished below 500.
Yep. I mean, if that doesn't say everything you need to know, I don't know what does. So, with that, Kirk out.
Kirk out for your Walmart Generals.
For your Walmart Generals, live from their parents' basement.
Yes.
Nobody's listening to them.
Yeah. No one's listening to Coach Bucket, man. His stuff is amateur.
Although it's in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take care,
all right,
man.
Justin. All right, take care. Take care, Justin Simmons, you fraud.
Yeah, absolutely. Bye.
Kirk out.